Ajay Jhalani is a very known name in the Indian logistics and warehousing industry. It is not just that he tried to sell the products he represents, the Dino range of pallets, but he is a person who is advocating the use of technology in Indian warehousing industry for a long time. It is great to meet you again at this IWLS 2023. And what are the major shift or major changes our logistics industry was able to achieve in the last couple of years?
So thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk about the subject. I think while off the camera we are just sharing with you that the whole logistic industries has changed from a godown culture. In 2008 there were small godowns, and then the warehouses has come up 1 lakh to 2 lakh square feet, and then now we have a logistic park which are over 1 million square feet. So that transformation has taken place. The complete logistic warehousing industries, earlier people used to keep pallets on horizontal on the ground level. Now you see the racking has come. Now the big shift has come. People are going for 100,000 ASRS, automatic static retrieval system, big racking system, and there is huge amount of people are using pallets and then retrieving the pallets. So if you really see the whole government of India focus area was how to reduce the logistic cost percentage by GDP. So currently it is a 14% of GDP, which I think ministers and government of India envisage that in next 5 years, 7 years, it will come to 10, and in next 10 years it should come to 9%. So these are the great transformation has taken place in last 10 years, and the whole logistic industry is growing. All segment, whether you talk about racking, ASRS, pallet industries. In pallet also, if you see, the plastic industry is growing, the wooden industry is growing. So it's a great time for the logistic industry.
And when we talk about pallets, area which you focus on, a very, very small thing in the entire ecosystem, but without a pallet, nothing moves on.
Absolutely.
So when we talk about the pallets, one of the biggest challenge what we face in India is standardization. So people use on their own way.
Absolutely.
But I think that is now seeing a shift. We can find the European norms is adopted by some, and that kind of standard is coming up. So what shift you are seeing on the palletization front?
So, earlier, what I have already explained to you that, people were just using pallets for ground storage. Now the racking and ASRS has come in India. And now there is a standardization, like 1200 by 1000, 90% of the pallets are used. A lot of companies are racking also, they are putting it 1200 by 1000. But there are some odds companies because as per their SKUs, so those are different, but that is only 10% of that.
10%, yes.
If you really see...
But they will also force to change.
But the issue is here, if they have a SKUs different size.
Sure, then it's a different...
Yeah, but 90% if you see the Indian racking and other thing is 1200 by 1000. So that is the standard right now. And that standard will definitely help, once X customer is supplying to a retailer, so there has to be a standard. The same from retailer, the pallet will come back and it will rotate. So that is going to be a big advantage for us.
So sustainability, one of the key areas what we talk right now.
Yeah.
Many companies in the national and the international level focus on sustainability. And Dino products are basically plastic products. And we have seen that many people who are coming out with wooden pallets and all those things. So what is this sustainability as taking a role in pallet industry?
So globally, if you really see, there is a big debate. Both aspect is having its advantage and disadvantage. Now let me tell you, because at Dino, we are in India, specifically with a lot of FMCG companies, what we are doing is a lot of plastic waste, which they accumulate. We take it back, and now Government of India also has given not a formal commitment by them, but they are using how to enhance sustainability and circular economy. So on export pallet, if you see our export pallet, which is a one-way packaging, we are using 30% of that regrind or whatever that waste packaging, and that is using it, and that is where we are, focusing as a
That's
Dino.
Sustainability.
Yeah. So our export pallet, if you see, it is going into a lot of pharma or 3PL. There, if you see, 30% we are putting it across.
Now, when we seen last time before COVID, Dino was importing. It's a Thailand company, so there you are importing from Thailand, and you are also talking about localization of Dino's
Absolutely.
manufacturing. So, what are the steps you've taken? Are you making in India?
So primarily we have a 600 models, and in Southeast Asia we are the largest, if you see, with 50 machine plus and with 500 models. So basically India 10 to 12 models are the high selling area. So we have imported, we got those molds from our factory, and now we are doing a contract manufacturing in two places in India, one in Gujarat and one is in South India. And that is where we are serving, and that is our major part of our chunk of our business. So our focus is more on localization, and in future if things are going to grow, then definitely we will have our own factory somewhere in Gujarat side.
This itself is a great step what Dino took by localizing the pallet manufacturing in India. Ajay ji, I know that you always advocate about the growth of the industry together, and that is what makes your contribution very highly regardable for the logistics and warehousing sectors. Thanks for sharing your time, and we wish you the logistics sector as well as Dino all the very best.
Thank you so much, and I wish the team of Complete Machine Maker all the very best. You are doing a lot of service in supply chain, logistics and in manufacturing. So kudos to you and your team. Thank you so much.
Thanks.